All right, so welcome back to Multifamily Live. I am your host, Jason Yarusi. Of course, you come to the show to get all the best about investing in multifamily properties, and that's what we're here to do today. So, of course, we are going to dive back into 2022, what we've seen, what we're seeing, and we just came back from a great conference the last few days, and there was a few great guests talking about overall market psyche. So a few key takeaways. Overall, the sentiment for 2022 is that this is going to continue to be a very bullish year for real estate and for markets. We're going to potentially see some rate increases. However, we're going to really push forward. We'll compress cap rates. We're going to look forward to really seeing a lot of aggressive actions again in the multifamily space, rising rates again with rising inflation. So will inflation hurt multifamily? Well, the short answer is no. With rising prices, with, of course, for materials, and for trades, that's honestly a good thing for multifamily real estate. If things are costing more to make, it brings up the overall replacement value for multifamily assets, which rises the multifamily assets themselves, which brings up the bottom line of multifamily itself, which takes the horizon of multifamily and sets it onto a whole nother cycle of where it can go. Now, is this trend going to last forever? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. But right now, the overall market sentiment is that we do have continued runway. Why is this? Well, the anticipated and estimated amount of money currently searching for yield is over $250 billion. That means there is a certain amount of money, over $250 billion out there looking for yield. And historically, the best place, one of the best places, is real estate, and specifically multifamily real estate. As we've seen throughout the life cycle, as we've seen through the pandemic, multifamily shined compared to other assets, shined out and outperformed other assets. When there was a lot of doom and gloom in the start, multifamily really excelled, exceeded, and continues to exceed in today's day and age. However, the number of transactions estimated for this year are going to be down compared to 2021. Well, why is that? Well, 2021 was really a culmination of a lot of deals that in 2020, could not get done or started a little slow out of the gate with the shutdown of the pandemic and rolled over into 2021. So what we saw in 2021 was really a lot of 2020 and 2021 put together. So although there's going to be a lot of bullish activity, a lot of course, money coming into the market, 2022 will be slower in terms of the number of transactions just based on the available inventory that's out there. We were talking to a notable broker and he said their platform typically holds about 4,400 listings at any one time across the US. And right now they're trending down about 20% from that historical average of points, putting them somewhere in the 3,000 range, which means there's less deals to be had, which again speaks to the narrative of why prices will go up. There's more money chasing less deals, more competitive environment. Another point, housing supply continuing to be constrained. This is not something new. This has been happening for years, but the housing supply overall has been shortcut. And the slowdown, of course, in 2020, push into 2021, the difficulty to build in a lot of areas, the restrictions, the mandates, the rising labor costs, the rising material costs, that has now made multifamily assets very, and I'm not going to say rare, but slow to get out of the gate. So as we need more units, as that continues to compound here, we are building slower, which means we have more product, which again pushes into why we're going to see that bullish narrative for multifamily. And office and retail has still not fully recovered or recovered. So that money that was always in those spaces has been slower to go back to those spaces and still is stacking on multifamily real estate. So as we look forward, 2022 is going to continue to be a very bullish year for multifamily real estate. So if you are thinking or sitting on the sideline, the narrative speaks that there is no better time than the now. And historically, that's always shown that regardless, downturns, upturns, the time is always in the now. All right, so if you got value out of this, please go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow us. We'd love to hear you, love to talk to you, and want to learn more about us. Go down there, click the button, go over to 7-Figure Multifamily, join in with us. You can find us at Yarusi Holdings. You want to talk about investing or other things, and we'll see you on the next one.